Hey, what's up everyone, welcome back to another Halo video. Now in today's video I want to talk about the video that I've made from previously, the Halo boycott video, Halo Infinite boycott video that is. You know, a lot of people watched that video and the video kind of went viral in the Halo community, and I do thank a lot of you guys, you know, taking your time and watching that video and reading a lot of your comments. And but I have a lot of people, coming up to me saying that, like, oh, why are you so negative? Why the hell are you being negative? You're dividing the community and you're basically, like, attacking the developers, TF3 and Microsoft, which I don't know why they were saying that. Like, I was looking back at my video and hearing myself. I mean, I wasn't attacking anyone, I wasn't attacking none of the devs or anything. I sounded angry, okay, but it could be the tone of my voice. Maybe it probably sounded like that, but I was not attacking anyone. I was just angry. Everything I said in that video, I still stand by on what I said. I do think, the word called boycott, it's still a good thing. It could be a good thing for Halo. I feel like a lot of people see that as a negative thing, as a very bad thing, which is not. That this could be a W for us Halo fans, if we all came together. Halo right now is not in a good spot. It's been like this since after Reach. When after Halo Reach, things just hasn't been the same for Halo, and a lot of people left the franchise, and I've stopped playing Infinite. After once I hit hero rank, that's I was completely done with the game. Microsoft and 343, I'm gonna call them 343 guys, because there's still 343. I don't know. One thing I never asked, like, I don't think hardly anyone ask anyone this, like, but why is it that they rebranded the name Halo? Why did they call themselves that? Why are they using that name, Halo Studios? Why? It seems like they want to butcher the name, like, make the name look bad or something. Like, I just find that really weird. Why do they call themselves Halo Studios? But anyways, I'm gonna call them 343, okay? So yeah, 343, as usual, they've been taking a lot of L's. Obviously, you guys heard about the Digsite team, how they were mistreated, how they're not paying them, and a lot of people will say to me, look, man, the Digsite team, they're the ones that volunteered to work, and they came forward and said, we want to help out, and they said that they volunteered, okay? But you got to think about this, man. Like, they've done so much for the MCC. Like, the Digsite content is peak, literally peak, especially the last update they've done with the Halo 2E3 demo. They brought that back. It went viral, like that the Halo 2E3 demo that they brought back. It went viral in the Halo community. In fact, even IGN had to make a video about it, because it was such a big deal, them bringing that content back. And there's so much stuff they also brought back, the Halo CE content. But unfortunately, like, they're not around anymore. Microsoft fired them, which I understand, because they leaked the files. But honestly, I don't blame them, because they weren't getting paid. I know you guys are gonna say, oh yeah, but they volunteered, right? I know, but they've done so much work though. They deserve to get paid. Even if they said no, they've done so much stuff for the MCC. It's actually amazing, like, absolutely incredible. And Microsoft TV said, no, we're not paying you. And they just basically treated them like slaves. And I absolutely hate that. Yeah, so they just fired the entire Digsite team, and that's really heartbreaking, really upsetting, which means we're no longer going to be seeing any more content from the Digsite team. And then looking at, Halo Infinite's what's his name, Forge creators. We look at a lot of the Forge creators. They've made a lot of really good maps. They look really good. I haven't played all of them. I played some of them, but I've seen a lot of videos where people will be showcasing the Forge Falcons. The guys who make the maps and stuff. I think they made some of the campaign missions as well. I think they made the Battle Royale Forge as well, and that looked pretty good. Yeah, like, they look really impressive. And again, Microsoft 50 didn't pay the Forge creators. They're literally treating these guys like slaves, the Digsite team and the Forge creators. So that's like double. Do you know, when it comes to, like, Forge maps, I feel like a lot of us need to be careful in what we say, like how we praise the Forge creators, because I feel like when we say, like, oh, the Forge creators are doing such an amazing job with the maps, and they're literally carrying Halo Infinite, that is kind of true. But I feel like T43 from their end and Microsoft's end, I feel like they love when they hear that. And what that means is that T43 are basically saying the community loves the Forge creators. We don't have to make any dev-made maps. We don't even have to make even like campaign spin-offs, because you know what? You can make that in Forge. You have Forge AI. We don't have to make those. Yeah, we can sit back and relax and chill. I don't know, like that. I feel like that's what they're thinking. Just like sitting back and letting the community doing their dirty work. And look, they're not getting paid for it. Like, if they were getting paid, it would be in a different ball game. It would be in a different story. I just feel bad for the Digsite team, because they put more effort and resources and time compared to the Forge creators, because obviously the Digsite team, we're working on the actual dev tools that many people can't use, the official dev tools, and they were like actually playing around with those. So in my opinion, they should get paid more compared to the Forge creators. But generally speaking, they both should be getting paid. That's Tifa 3, man. Microsoft, that's how they treat their community. They haven't changed. They just the same old disrespectful developers. I mean, that's what they are. And I don't know what's gonna happen, man. Like, I made that video because I want Halo to be good again. I want it to be amazing. I don't want it to be decent. No, I want it to be amazing. I want it to be so good again. I know we're not going to have the same player base like how we did with Halo 2 or 3, but we can still have a solid Halo game if they somehow just took action, and actually agreed with us on what we were saying. That's why I wanted to make that boycott video, because I feel like Microsoft Theater 3, they just getting heavily distracted with Infinite's shop, whatever. And I know there's not a whole lot of people playing Infinite. I do admit, like, there's actually more people playing MCC compared to Infinite. So yeah, the boycott, you could say it has happened, but I feel like there's still more people are buying stuff in the shop. Like, I think generally speaking, there's like 5k, 6k people playing Infinite, and then you have all of those people just buying stuff in the shop. And some of you guys might ask me, oh, how the hell does that affect you? Like, you love the MCC, right? You're telling people to go back to the MCC, so why is that affecting you? This is how it affects us Halo MCC players, right? How this affects us, right? When we're on the MCC, and you guys are paying stuff in the shop, wherever, buying a lot of cosmetics, it does affect our fun from with the MCC, and we can't look forward to the next updates, because from 343 perspective and Microsoft, they're like, hey, you know what? We don't want to update MCC because we're making this amount of revenue for the Infinite shop, So why should we come back to the MCC and make content? Why should we fix MCC? Why should we add features for MCC when we can just simply, just chill out, sell cosmetics in the shop? Why should we come back to the MCC? Like, literally, that's what they're saying. Like, deep down in their hearts, that's what they're saying. It's obvious. Like, that's why they don't want to come back and update MCC. Like, we want to see a mod browser. It's so hard for me to get a multiplayer map running. It's really, really hard, and console multiple hasn't happened, and there's no campaign crossplay for other games. I know we have it for Halo 3 and ODST. I think they haven't fixed the hackers issues, whatever. There's still a bit of issues with the MCC. They haven't even really given the resources, like, to the Digsite team when they were working on the MCC, which is a big shame. They could have done so much. Like, if they give half of the source code, we could maybe potentially see massive updates for the MCC, maybe potentially see over 100 players cap in custom games. I'm being hearing rumors about the Master Chief Collection might come onto PS5, Nintendo Switch, I think, and I really pray that the population does boost. So when Microsoft sees the numbers, they're going to be like, hey, you know what? There's more people playing MCC, and the revenue for Infinite has dropped rapidly, so which means we're not really making money from Infinite. Let's go ahead and go back to the MCC and see what we can do with that. Let's see if we can bring in a massive free content update and see if we can get more people buying the game. And people will buy the game. Like, every time when MCC goes on for sale, there's so many people buying the game, and this could be another reason, like, when a gamer that loves modding, he could likely pick up the MCC. And MCC is amazing for mods. I love the mods on the MCC. Whether if you're like a Halo fan or not, like, there's a high chance you could enjoy MCC modding. There's so many amazing maps, so many amazing campaigns that people should play through, and I really pray that it happens there. And that's what I'm telling people. Like, I think we all should go back to the MCC, personally, because there's so much content for the MCC. Unless if you're on PC, I do apologize about the Xbox players. They don't have mods on consoles. I'm praying a miracle that, I don't know, somehow they get modding on consoles. And but if you're on PC, you're lucky. The mods are amazing on there. And I still play MCC off stream. I'm streaming Marvel Rivals currently, but I'm still playing MCC. But yeah, like, this boycott thing, don't think that's a negative thing. Maybe I sounded very negative in the video because of the tone of my voice. I just want Halo to be good again. I want it to be the best it can be. And it's been decades that it hasn't been. It's hard, man. It's hard. It's like, this game could have been so much more. There's other games that are getting way more content. I'm just here, like, looking at Halo suffering. I'm not monetized on YouTube, so don't think, yeah, you're making this video because you want to, like, get the clicks. Look, I barely get any views. I swear to God, I barely get any views, right? Most of my videos, it's based like me just playing MCC mods, me showcasing mods. The only time I recorded Halo Infinite was me hitting hero rank, right? That was the only time. But like 90% of the time, 95%, it's all just me playing MCC mods, showcasing mods, because the mods are amazing. There's so many mods that I've made, the videos that I made for modding. showcasing them, because I think they look amazing. They still haven't like meet the potential when it comes to modding. 243 Microsoft giving us a mod browser, and increasing the player cap, whatever. Maybe do something with that. I mean, they can do it. I mean, there's no excuse. They've done it with Halo 3 ODST Firefight, where they increased the player cap. It was 4 players before, but now it's up to 8 players. So maybe they could potentially do that with custom games in multiplayer. Who knows? That boycott video was just, it was me just talking about, look man, like Infinite's not doing hot right now. Like the game is lacking, the game is broken, it has a lot of issues. That's why I was just suggesting people to move back to the MCC, because when they see the numbers fall, when they see the numbers decreasing, then Microsoft people will be like, you know what, let's go back to the MCC, let's give them what they want. And not only just that, guys, we could potentially see campaign spin-offs. Because if they see us playing a lot of the classic Halo games, that made Halo special, if we show them how and why, that made Halo special, then maybe they could actually finally make a Halo spin-off game. And you guys have been asking for a spin-off game for a long time. Like, I remember seeing one of the Halo YouTubers made a post talking about, would you guys rather see a new multiplayer Halo game or a new campaign? Whatever, a campaign spin-off. And then people waited for a campaign spin-off, 90% of them. And I think there was around like 15%, 20%. So there's a lot of you guys want a campaign spin-off, and I do too. That's why I play a lot of the campaign mods, and they're amazing. They feel like almost official. So I really want to see a lot of campaign spin-offs. I don't know if I want them to be made by T43. I kind of hope Certified Affinity comes along and makes it instead. That's why I made that video, because not only the fact that it could affect the MCC, but also the future of, but also the Halo future, titles. We could potentially get a campaign spin-off. And maybe, just maybe, we could get a campaign DLC for Infinite that had a cliffhanger, at the end, and we don't know what happens after that. I want to make this video, responding to that video. I do apologize if I sounded very aggressive and very loud. I just hate to see where Halo is at. I really, really do. Like, me and my brother grew up with these games, and we still play them. We still play them. I still make videos on it. I mean, right now I'm recording a Halo 2 mod. This is the Halo 2 uncut version that you guys seen. And it is absolutely incredible. Like, I would have loved this mod, if I was a kid again, But, I'm still, like, loving it, regardless of, how old I am. I feel like we need to come together. We need to boycott Halo Infinite's shop, entirely, if we want to make a change. We did the same thing with the MCC. Like, you guys remember they were about to add microtransactions in the MCC, and we all came together, and I remember Mint Blitz made a video on it, about the microtransactions might come to MCC. And this is when Bonnie Ross was there, and then you had Frankie O'Connor and who's the other one, Kiki Wolfgill. Like, they all were like so close to adding microtransactions on the MCC. And so Mint Blitz made a video on it, and and everyone like looked at that video and saw that video and had their voices heard. People were like raging, like they were so angry, and I was upset. Like, I was like, no, this got happened to the MCC, and look, it happened, and we won. We won that battle. So I was just thinking the same. Maybe it could happen the same thing with Infinite. Because I still think there's still so many people supporting the Infinite shop. I feel like the shop plays a massive part, because we still can't get official content, consistently. Sure, they might add a new weapon, but that came after what, 3 years? And that's just one new weapon. I'm sure they give us a third person, which was really cool. It still isn't enough. It really isn't, and there's still missing features. There's still missing game types like Riftball. Still missing a lot of classic weapons as well, like the beam rifle, the OG shotgun. Like, how could you cut those off? Yeah, that's why I want to make that video. Because they're getting heavily distracted with these, with the monetization that Infinite makes them, and it's really bad. Like, they cannot even update the campaign. I love the campaign. The campaign was great. It was good. But the open world just felt so empty. Like, I was expecting like them adding a new weather system, adding wildlife in the game, and giving us new vehicles, like not even like the equipment they haven't added. Like, how could you miss that? They haven't given us a repair field or the quantum travel, whatever you call that. Like, that's not even in the campaign, not even the bandit rifle. And because they know deep down they're not going to make money from there, because they already have the shop. But you got to think from their perspective, guys. Like, if you're making money from the shop, right, then you don't need to make any content for the campaign, because you're making enough money. They're outsmarting us, and we're falling for that. That's why I made that video. Like, we got to boycott Infinite. I'm not forcing anyone. I'm just, I'm suggesting. It's a good idea. Like, if you guys want to save Halo, this is what we need to do. I know 90% of you guys don't like buying stuff in the shop. I know you guys are still right now playing Infinite and feeling so much frustrated, like, towards the game. You're feeling negative energy. You're you know, you're not patient with 343, and you just hate where Halo is, and you know, you always question yourself, why am I playing this game? And you're still playing. I felt the same way, just like you guys. I actually felt the same way. I felt so much negative energy. I've always raged at the game. I've always roasted it. I've always talked, you know, bad stuff about it, you know, than good. You know, but now, like, I finally just let go, you know, after hitting the hero rank. I can bet you guys don't like playing Halo alone. You guys don't like playing Halo alone. You guys want to play with friends. Because that's the only way you can come back to Halo Infinite. Because I had friends like that as well. They said to me, look, bro, I don't even touch Infinite unless if you're touching it. Because playing Halo alone is not fun. Back in the day it was. You could play Halo solo. You could be the loneliest Halo player, but you would still have fun playing Halo. But you can't get that with Infinite. You want to play in a group where you're in a voice chat and, you know, playing with friends, and, you know, it can be chill. It can be very chill. But since I've stopped playing, my other friends stopped playing. And wasn't just because, I mean, it might be because of the boycott video, but it's because, like, you know, playing Halo solo is not fun anymore. But if you guys feel what I felt, then delete the game. Boycott Halo Infinite entirely, and then go back to the MCC. You know, I'll play with MCC with you guys. Go ahead and do that, because MCC is amazing. It's remarkable. I love the content on there. And, you know, I don't want this game to die, because it's the reason why I became a gamer in the first place. It's the reason why I started streaming in the first place, you know. And, you know, like, Halo has gotten me through a lot of, you know, through a lot of crap, you know, in the last few years, you know. And I don't want this game to die. I don't want it to be neglected. You know, I want Microsoft and people through, or whoever, like Certain Infinity, like, they need to come back and work on MCC again. And the future Halo titles, I still want to see campaign spin-offs, you know. I feel like we don't want to see enough multiplayer anymore. Like, you know, we've seen enough with the multiplayer stuff. Halo's always been known for the campaign, so that's why people want to see the campaign. Like, that video I made, you know, I'm not trying to sound negative. I do apologize if I did sound very negative. Maybe I think my voice sounded aggressive, and that's why it probably sounded like that. I want to save Halo. I want to do it, but I can't do it alone. I need you guys' help. As a community, we need to come together and tell Microsoft 343, we don't want to play your games anymore. You know, we don't want to buy stuff from you, because you guys have neglected the MCC. You cancel a lot of projects as well. Like the ODST Helldivers type of game, right? They cancelled that, and they cancelled the Doom crossover with Master Chief. And I mean, to be fair, I never really played Doom, but I know how popular it is. People will compare him to the Master Chief. Like, you cancelled that, and that really made a lot of fans angry. So we need to come together, and we really need to save this game. You know, Halo's not in a good spot. It really isn't. It's been like this for a decade, dude. It wasn't like this a couple of years ago. No, it's been like this for a decade. And I feel like a lot of Halo YouTubers are not really speaking up. They're not really talking. They're not really saying anything. Like, yeah, sure, they might say something, oh, this is such a bad update for Infinite, but they'll still be there just promoting the shop. And Microsoft loved that. You know, Microsoft 343, they loved seeing that. And something about the Forge creators, I feel like the Forge creators, I think they're still making maps for 343. Honestly, they should stop making Forge maps for them, because they're becoming so lazy. Like 343, they're literally treating them like slaves, and I feel like they should just stop making Forge maps, because they're not getting paid for it. I feel like they're just getting treated like crap. Like, proper. But yeah, this video is off script, by the way, so whatever it is I'm saying, I probably won't say in a very respectful way. I do apologize. And that's the same thing with my other video, where I was like ranting, where I was just like shouting. But in this video, I'm not shouting. You know, I'm calm, you know, I'm okay. But this video is not scripted, so I don't know the stuff that I'm saying, like, it could come out wrong. So I do apologize if I do sound rude. I just want to save Halo. That's all that is. I want, like, but I can't do it just me. So I just need everyone to come together and just tell Microsoft and 343, you know, and show them how it's done. But yeah, that's all I want to say. That's all I want to say in this video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and if you guys, you know, enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts. Are you still playing the MCC? You know, are you still on Infinite? You know, keep in mind, I'm not like, you know, if you're playing Infinite, don't think that I'm angry about it. Like, I'm not saying, oh, why are you playing Infinite? Like, I won't question that. You know, you do you. But I know 90% of you guys are playing Infinite right now are not happy with it, because I was like that as well, and I was playing Infinite for years. But yeah, don't think like I'm gonna attack you for you playing Infinite. I'm not that kind of person. But yeah, just, you know, you guys can leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. I do stream a lot of right now I'm streaming Marvel Rivals, but I used to stream a lot of Halo, but kind of like, you know, streaming Marvel Rivals. But you guys can still drop by, you know, hit the follow button, and, you know, we can still talk about Halo regardless of what game I'm streaming. You know, I still, you know, talk about Halo on the stream. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, guys. Bye.